as we come back here to Ray, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson here on our GameDay Media coverage of District 16 girls volleyball action tonight from Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. It'll be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. The Divide County Maroons coming in looking for their first win of the season against the home team on the scoreboard, the Ray Jays, with currently a 1-1 record overall on the season. So we're looking forward to a great match. This is a long-time rivalry between these two teams. Divide County lost quite a few players from last year's successful team on their volleyball program. They've only got 2 returning players, according to head coach Nicole Bertman. And on the other side of the nets, the Ray Jays returning a couple of players as well, including their leading spiker and killer, Erica Kettleson. And we're looking forward to a great broadcast. Billy Forcher leading the Divide County Maroons in kills tonight, or this season so far, and we're glad that you've joined us. My name's Randy Peterson alongside my color analyst David Peterson. And David, as we look forward to our game tonight, any special thoughts that you have as we begin our Border Plains Equipment pregame show powered up by NCC?
No special comments. It's just fun to be here. It's fun to be high atop Curt Hodenfield Court here at the gymnasium in Ray. Couple modifications that they've made here in the gymnasium. They took out a couple row of bleachers down in the front. You can see now they got a live scorers table along with some benches. A lot of improvements over here in Ray to update their facility. Nice job on the new athletic director's part, who's probably sitting in the Case IH combine, Mr. Michael Bergstrom, their new AD here in Ray. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the broadcast. We were able to see Ray just the other night, a week ago. Real nice battle back and forth between the Tioga Pirates and the Ray Jays, as always. A lot of power from the Kincaid girl. Can't remember what her first name is. Bailey Kincaid. A lot of power from there coming on. Look for her to have a big game. Kettleson's going to control the net. And Divide County's got something to prove, too, between the Billy Forcher and kids like that are looking to make a name for themselves for these Divide County Maroons.
You're listening to our GameDay Media pregame show sponsored by Border Plains Equipment, located over in Stanley, North Dakota. Before we step out, we're going to acknowledge Brevera Bank, one of our live mentions diamond sponsors, proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. Also want to put a shout out to DA Land LLC over in Tioga, North Dakota. DA Land is established in 2021 as providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, feed and pet supplies in the Tioga area. And they're also asking you to come out tomorrow night to the Tioga football field when the Pirates host the TGU Titans tomorrow night on September 8th. GameDay Media is going to be covering that game tomorrow. A little change in our schedule as we cover the Pirates versus the Titans tomorrow. But come and tailgate with DA Land LLC. Burgers and hot dogs to be served starting at 5:30 at the new grandstands in Tioga. There will be a free will donation that will be split between the Tioga Pirates Booster Club and Farm Rescue. That is also being co-sponsored, I believe, by D&L Paraffin as well. So shout out and hats off to Dale Weathersby and Adam Fedler at DA Land LLC and Brian Longy and Louis Longy at D&L Paraffin for putting on that fundraiser for the Tioga Pirates Booster Club and the Farm Rescue organization here in North Dakota. When we step aside, we're going to have our Continental Resources coaches' comments. You're listening to our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, powered up by NCC over here at Ray, North Dakota. It's District 16 volleyball tournament action. District 16 volleyball action. We're about 20 minutes away from our opening serve. We'll step out, come back after this 2-minute timeout as we have a couple words from our sponsors.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Welcome back into GameDay Media at the NCC Sports Desk. It's time now for our Continental Resources Coaches Comments segment of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Angie Kincaid of the Ray Jays volleyball team to talk with me about their upcoming match this evening with the Divide County Maroons. And first of all, welcome again, Coach, to our Continental Resources Coaches Comments.
Thank you for having me.
Earlier this week, on Tuesday, the Ray Jays traveled over to Alexander to take on the District 15 Comets. By the looks of the score, the Jays didn't seem to have any problem as you beat them 3-0. And after dropping your first regular season match of the year to the Tioga Lady Pirates, it's nice to get that first win of the regular season, Coach.
Yeah, it was good to see that build some confidence with those girls. Alexander put up a pretty good fight, but our girls were ready to play and came out ahead.
As we all know, volleyball is a team sport, and it takes a number of different players with different skill sets to be successful. Who were some of those players that had a nice match against the Comets, Coach?
Well, Erica Kettleson led us in kills, which is what we look for her, from her always. And Maylee was right behind her, Maylee Kincaid, and I think they were 12 and 11 kills each, which you can't do anything without setters. So I have to give some props to Maddox Falk, who was brought in 19 assists, and then Brindley Kincaid, who brought in, I think it was 8-ish. I think it was 8. So it does take a team effort, and then of course it all starts with a good pass. So props to our passers in the back row, who we have quite a few girls circling into those positions back there. So.
Well, tonight the Ray Jays are playing your second District 16 match of the season. This time on your home court for the first time this season as you host the Divide County Maroons. The Maroons are off to a slower start for their season as they come into the match tonight looking for their first win of the season. What do you know about the Maroons, and what will your game plan be tonight as you try to get a District 16 win tonight against the Maroons?
Well, Divide County graduated quite a few seniors last year, so I think they're pretty green as far as experience on the varsity court. We're hoping to come out strong and stay strong and not slow our game down, and we need to really work on eliminating some of those unforced errors which really hurt us against Tioga. So we've been working on those kinds of things and making sure we're using placements rather than just hitting as hard as we can every time, and serving placements, and that seems to have changed our game strategy a little bit.
Well, best of luck to the Ray Jays tonight as you take on the Divide County Maroons. You've been listening to head coach Angie Kincaid of the Ray Jays on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments of our pregame show. We'll be back with more of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our dedicated sponsors.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe
As we come back to Game Day Media and to our NCC Sports Desk.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back to Game Day Media and to our NCC Sports Desk, welcome to the Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with the Divide County Volleyball head coach Nicole Bertman to talk about their upcoming match this evening with the Ray Jays. And first of all, Coach Bertman, welcome to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Thanks, Randy.
Before we get into talking about the upcoming match tonight between your Maroons and the Ray Jays, this past Tuesday evening you traveled into Williston to play the Crusaders from Williston Trinity Christian. And by the looks of the score, it appeared to be a close match, but the Crusaders were able to come away with a narrow 3-2 victory over the Maroons. The Maroons and Crusaders were pretty evenly matched that night, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. We have a pretty newish team. We've got only 2 returning varsity main players, and so we've got a lot of new people in different positions, and they're kind of learning how to play next to each other and with each other and building every game we play.
Since this is the first broadcast of this year's on Game Day Media for the Maroons, who will be some of those names that we'll be hearing tonight a lot from tonight, Coach?
Well, we've got a returning starter, Billy Forcher, will be playing middle. Last year she was a right side, but we've moved her to middle. And we've got a returning defensive specialist, which is our libero, Ava Costin. And we've got some other seniors that'll be working in as well. Maddie Fargoland is a leader on the court, and she'll be stepping up to hit outside for us. And yeah, we've got some young ones coming up as well. We've got a middle hitter, Skylar Werman's been playing middle for us, and she's learning a lot, I think, and we're learning together.
So on to the match tonight. The schedule doesn't get any easier for the Maroons tonight as you take on the Ray Jays, a team that has some talent on this year's team. What do you know about the Ray Jays, and what will the Maroons need to be game planning tonight as you try to secure the first win of the year for the District 16 play, Coach?
Well, Ray's always kind of a rival for us, and they're definitely going to be a tough team to beat. They're a good team and well coached. They usually are pretty good on defense, and
they've got some more returning varsity experience than we do, so that'll help them a little bit. And I think we're just going to have to play some solid defense and attack as well.
Best of luck to your Maroons this evening as you take on the Ray Jays. You've been listening to head coach Nicole Bertman of the Divide County Maroons on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And we'll be back with Ray Jays head coach Angie Kincaid and more of the pregame show from the NCC Sports Desk. After this timeout, a few words from some of our dedicated sponsors.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
And as we come back live here on Game Day Media, want to thank from our NCC Sports Desk, want to thank The Porch over here in Ray, North Dakota, locally owned coffee shop in Ray, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That is The Porch. Mandy Knox and her company called The Porch, located here in Ray, North Dakota. Also want to thank Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen, North Dakota. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence that you need. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 for an appointment today, and also in the Hazen area, contact Corey at 701-870-0529 for your Hazen appointments. Also want to thank TechNex Solutions, LLC, coming on board as a diamond sponsor, offering measurement, sales, service, and support for oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or contact them by email at jason@technexsolutions.com. Also want to thank one of our new sponsors that have come on board as a diamond sponsor out of Stanley, Prairie Motors. Prairie Ford over there. We devote ourselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of their ability with high quality vehicles and service. Contact and stop by and see Matt Evans over at Prairie Motors in Stanley, North Dakota, one of our new diamond sponsor coming on board here just this week. If you have an inkling about your company wanting to be a part of this Game Day Media programming, contact David or Randy Peterson, and we'd love to have you come on board to help us make this all a possibility as we highlight Northwest North Dakota area athletes as we help to promote your business on Game Day Media. Make sure you tell your friends and family about our coverage tonight here from Ray, North Dakota at Curt Hodenfield Court. It'll be the Ray Jays versus the Divide County Maroons in District 16 girls volleyball action. And with that, we're going to send it back to our studios for a quick 1-minute timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
And as we come back to the NCC Sports Desk here in Ray, North Dakota, again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson and our production crew tonight from Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. Gives us a chance to also thank the Farmers Union Insurance Larson Boston Agency located in Crosby, North Dakota. We sell crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. We also want to give a shout out to the 701 Cornhole Company located in Mandan, North Dakota. Custom cornhole sets making your cookouts even better. Visit their website at 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. Also want to thank Patriot Oilfield Service. Nate Ron and his team at Patriot Oilfield Service would like to wish the Pirates all the best of this season. That's Nate Ron and Pirate Oilfield Service. And also a new client coming on this week, Diamond sponsor client called Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa located in Tioga, North Dakota on Main Street. They are there and they have a full service salon and spa. Follow them at Hidden Beauty on Facebook. That's Hidden Beauty located in Main Street in Tioga, North Dakota. And one final shout out to our partners at KTGO, 1090 AM and 92.7 FM, picking up our audio tonight, putting it over their airwaves, 1090 AM and 92.7. Great partnership between GameDay Media and Flag Family Media, KTGO Radio. And David, as we are getting closer to the end of our warm-up session, any final thoughts that you may have as we look forward to our broadcast tonight?
Yeah, we're just getting into the thick of things. Everything's starting to take off. We've done 7 total games, 8 total games, whatever it is. But each game, each broadcast, we seem to be getting better and better at what we do. We do have the live chat enabled on our YouTube stream. If you're looking for a Player of the Game nomination, voice your opinion. Let us know who you think it is. You guys are watching the game along with us. Nominate your player down in our chat. Let us know where you're coming from, live from the combining in the fields or wherever you're at. Contact us via the YouTube chat and let us know how we're doing, what you got going on, stuff like that. But, yeah, it's exciting. You know, I was talking to Ryan Olson, the employee for Ray NCC here in Ray, and they went above and beyond for us. They were going around from gym to gym to gym and getting us direct internet connection wherever we needed. And it's just been a pleasure having them on board with us, being, you know, powering us, providing us to get our services out to you, the watchers. So big thank you to Ryan Olson and his team at NCC alongside Jeremy Becker and his whole crew over at NCC. So big thanks to NCC for coming on board as a premier sponsor with GameDay Media.
Outstanding employer over here in Ray, North Dakota, NCC. With that, we are going to send it back to our studio. As we pause to take a quick time out, we're going to honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
And as we come back to Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota, again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson here tonight as we have our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup. And for the Divide County Maroons, as we have them on our visitor side of the scoreboard, at outside hitter, it'll be number 2, Madeline Nygaard. Nygaard is a junior, stands 5'8". A senior outside here stands 5'5", wears number 4, Maddie Fagerlund. Number 6 is L.D. Johnson, a sophomore. She is the setter for the Maroons, stands 5'8". Wearing number 7 tonight, a senior middle hitter, standing 5'11", a senior, Billy Forcher. A sophomore is a defensive specialist, that's Emma Landsvert, wears number 8, stands 5'3". Aliyah Bailey wears number 9. She's a senior outside hitter, stands 5'9". Skylar Weirman is a freshman middle hitter, standing 5'8". She wears number 11 for head coach Nicole Bertman. And rounding out the starting lineup is the libero, number 16, Ava Costin. Costin is a senior and is 5'2". So Nicole Bertman, in her second go-around as the head coach for the Divide County Maroons in her 5th year, after having 9 years previous to that with a little break in coverage. But I think she said she's got 14 years in as the head volleyball coach for the Divide County Maroons. She's assisted by Madison Pulvermacher and Morgan Ames. And now on the home side of the scoreboard as we continue on with our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup, they'll go with Avery Larson wearing number 1. She is a sophomore right side hitter. Maddox Folk is a setter. She is a senior wearing number 3. Maddox Folk. At a setter position, Brinley Kincaid is a sophomore. Brinley Kincaid is a freshman. She wears number 5. Her sister Maylee Kincaid is a senior middle hitter. She wears number 6. Another middle hitter for the Ray Jays, the leading killer for the Ray Jays, is Erica Kettleson, wears number 10. She is a senior. Kaden Sargent wears number 11. She's a sophomore, right side hitter, middle hitter. And the libero tonight for the Ray Jays is a sophomore wearing number 9, Abby Olson. Angie Kincaid is in her 2nd year as the Ray J head coach, taking over for a long time Coach Michelle Dolan last year. And she told me before we went on the air tonight that she's had 30 years of coaching experience in one capacity or another, most of them here with the Ray Jays. She's assisted by Kelly Heyer, Courtney Olson, and Carrie Foss. Our officials tonight, they're good ones. Sam Vedasa in her 9th year. She is a career advisor for the Ray School system. She is in the chair tonight, and on the floor is the Hall of Famer, Stuart Dolan. Dolan is in his 36th year as a volleyball official in North Dakota. First serve just about ready to go here, David. That's sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services as we start this District 16 volleyball matchup here on GameDay Media. Again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson. Any comments before we start on our Northwest Therapy Services?
I'm just looking at Stuart Dolan kind of doing his thing over here, and between Stuart and his wife, Michelle, they got probably, 70 years of volleyball experience between the two. Both of them are, Stuart's in the Hall of Fame. If Michelle isn't in the Hall of Fame, she probably will be at some point in time. But, for Angie to be able to be tutored by one of the best that's probably ever coached girls volleyball in the state of North Dakota, that's got to be a lot of knowledge is being passed on to her from Michelle Dolan throughout the years. So, exciting for the kids, exciting for the coaches to be able to do this, and it's exciting for us at GameDay Media to be able to broadcast these games. We make the schedule. We decide which games we want to do on GameDay Media. We say let's broadcast the best games of the week and get them out to our subscribers and to our fans, and we want the biggest games that is to offer here in Northwest North Dakota.
Again, if you haven't had the opportunity to go out to our YouTube channel, you can find all of our games out there. You can go back and watch them. Last Tuesday night, we were over in Stanley as the Tioga Lady Pirates travel over to Stanley, with the Pirates taking away a 3-1 victory. You can watch that game on our YouTube channel. this game about set to go. And first serve by the Divide County Maroons is in. Picked up there by Maylee Kincaid, back row. They bring it across. Kettleson brings it across with the roll, finds the openings, open on the defense, and right just off the bat, it is the Ray Jays taking a 1-0 lead here with the first point of the game. Ray Jays are going to get the serve back. It'll be Cadence Sargent, the southpaw, wearing number 11, a sophomore, puts it in play. Nice serve. Brought across by Weirman from the middle. Kettleson with the kill. And that's another point for the Ray Jays. They're off to a quick 2-0 start. Just underway here in set number 1 of this District 16 volleyball matchup. Sargent with her second serve. Good serve, and that's an ace. Sponsored by Tioga Ace Hardware, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Ray Jays out to a quick 3-0 start.
You know, you touched on it a little bit earlier. We do have a schedule change due to some broadcasting issues, I guess. Beck TV is going to be broadcasting the RPL Outlaws game against the Stanley Blue Jays at Lineage Field tomorrow in Stanley. So we decided to not clog up the booth, and we're going to decide to do the TGU Titans versus the Tioga Pirates in Tioga to kick off the Tioga Farm Festival, the 64th version of the Tioga Farm Festival. So it's nice to be able to have some flexibility and some options. Let Beck TV do their thing, cover their teams that they want to cover, and we're just going to continue doing what we do.
Come on into Tioga, enjoy the Farm Festival weekend. Lots of things happening on Friday night, Saturday, as well as on Sunday as they wrap up Farm Festival weekend over in Tioga. That point goes to the Ray Jays as Billy Forcher couldn't control going into the net. So it is 4-1. The Ray Jays out on top. As a Maddox Falk goes back to serve. Maddox with a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. The ball clips the net. Puts the Jays up 5-1. She's one whale of a softball pitcher. We were talking to her off camera, and she's considering her options as she has that ball go long, but she's definitely got a future in softball at the collegiate level. Next step up if she wants to enjoy it. Had a couple of no-hitters last year, and here's a service error by Maddie Fagerlund. That point goes to the Ray Jays.
Which is odd to say. She had a couple of no-hitters.
Well, they're not easy to come by. And there's another service error right in a row, giving the ball back over to the Divide County Maroons as we have a substitution coming in for the Maroons. It's number 8, Emma Landsberg, a sophomore, coming in to serve for head coach Nicole Bertman. Tioga Medical Center score. It's the Ray Jays 6, the Maroons 3. Brindley Kincaid brings it across with the roll. Push cross by Billy Forcher from the middle. On the outside, that is number 5, Brindley Kincaid trying to bring it across, but there's Divide County with the block. Now Forcher brings it across, dug out of the back row by the Jays. There's a set to Forcher with the left hand. Block attempt by Kincaid, can't control it. Ball hits the deck on the Ray side. It's a point for the Maroons. 6-4. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. The Jays out on top. Kincaid with the big swing from the left corner, and that's a Tioga Ace Hardware kill.
Yeah, she's got some power coming there on her left side. You know, real strong hit with the right hand, kind of going cross-body a little bit, I'd say, but the athletic ability doesn't seem to phase her as she's strong with her right hand, smashing it down into the field of play.
Here's a service error by Avery Larson, gives the ball right back and the serve right back to the Divide County Maroons. That point goes to the Maroons. Maroons down by 2, 7-5. Just underway here in set number 1 of this best-of-5 matchup tonight here on GameDay Media. More than a game at GameDay Media. Bumped across by the Maroons. From the middle, here's a set to Maylee Kincaid. And the Divide County Maroons called in the net. Point going to the Jays. Are up 8-5 here early. It'll be Brinley Kincaid, the freshman from Ray, the youngest daughter of head coach Angie Kincaid, with a good serve. Maroons got to get it across. They fall just short. And that's another point for the Ray Jays.
I got to give a shout out to Josh Yockey with Scoreboard, hooking us up with getting the live score coming into you from our live stream here. It's the ability to plug into the back of the Scoreboard, universal product. If you're looking for any kind of products, check out scoreboard.com. They have lots of products that you can get the score right onto your YouTube live stream. So shout out to Josh Yockey with Scoreboard.
Rolled across by Divide County. Here's a set to the outside. Falk brings it across. That ball is just deep. Point goes to the Divide County Maroons. We got a good vantage point way up high here in the south side of the gym in Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray. It's a great venue for volleyball and basketball action here in Ray, North Dakota. Done a great job here at this gymnasium.
Yeah, they have. They really, keep kind of the cutting edge. They put some new banners up, I can see, but there's a lot of highlights coming from the Ray Jays these next couple of years.
Divide County can't catch up with it. It's a point for the Ray Jays, 10-6. As the Jays hit double digits. Kettleson comes back in for the Ray Jays, replacing Ava Long. Nice serve by Maylee Kincaid. Brought across, now bumped up there by Brinley. Over on the left side, Maddox Falk hits it into the net. And that point goes to Divide County, 10-7. The Maroons with the serve. Again, Sam Vedasa in the chair tonight in her 9th year as an official. Stuart Dolan in his 36th year, a Hall of Famer on the floor tonight. There's well-placed kill, a Tire Ace hardware kill by Erica Kettleson. And Kettleson stretches the lead for the Ray Jays to 4. Sargent goes back to serve for the Jays. Nice low serve, got a lot of spin on it. Ray Jays, the Divide County Maroons bring it across. And that's a point. (11-8). Going back to serve is Skylar Weirman. Larson brings it across for the Jays. Fagerlund now brings it across. Ray Jays try to catch up with it. They can't bring it across by Elena Nelson. That's another point for the Maroons. They're within 2, 11-9. As Weirman continues to serve for the Maroons. Picked up there by Maylee Kincaid. Now brought across by Kettleson. Kettleson keeps it alive for the Jays. Maddie Fagerlund tries to kill, but it's too deep. So a point for Ray, 12-6. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 12-9, excuse me. There's a service error by the Ray Jays. Now it's 12-10. As the Maroons go back to the server's row. That's the Souris Valley Dental Group server's row. Kettleson with the big swing, picked up there with the dig. Well placed by Billy Forcher. And just like that, the Maroons clawed their way back within 1, 12-11. A little momentum by the Maroons. Serve is in. Here's a set on the outside. Brinley Kincaid brings it across. Pushed across by Larson. Setting up Forcher with the left hand, goes deep. Bumped across. Nobody there for the Maroons, and it's the last touch by Divide County. That point goes to the Ray Jays. 13-11. As Erica Kettleson, the leading killer for the Ray Jays with the serve. Bumped across there by Maddox Falk of the Ray Jays. Back row, Madeline Nygaard tries to put it down, but it's too deep. And the Ray Jays will spread it out to 3-point lead, 14-11. Good serve by Kettleson, picked up there by Kincaid. Ken Brindley tipped at the net. That'll be a point for the Jays. Jays at 15. 15-11 is your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. And we're going to have a substitution over there for the Ray Jays as number 12, Ava Long, is checking in. Long is a freshman defensive specialist. Ava goes with the serve, and it's wide. 15-12, easy point for the Maroons. Number 8 goes back to server's row. That's the Service Valley Dental Group service line. That is Emma Landsberg. Here's a set to Maley. Maley's blocked at the net. Great block by Divide County, and the point goes to the Maroons. 15-13. Back and forth here. From the middle, Brindley Kincaid rolls it across. Here's a back set to Maley Kincaid, that is Avery Larson. And Larson finds that campfire hole, puts it down for a point for the Ray Jays. It's 16-13 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard as Avery Larson goes back to serve for the Jays. Billy Forcher is wide with the left-handed kill attempt. That's another point for the Jays. 17-13. Here in set number 1 of this best of 5 matchup here on Game Day Media. Divide County fighting over the ball, and neither one of them can keep it alive, and that's another point for the Jays. Jays up by 5 now. 18-13 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Larson with the serve. Dug out there, brought across by the Maroons. There's Ray not letting the ball hit the floor. As Sargent puts it down for the Jays. 19-13. With that, we have a timeout on the floor. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Ray Jays 19, the Divide County Maroons 13. You're listening to District 16 girls volleyball action here on Game Day Media.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at Game Day Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with Game Day Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on Game Day Media. Game Day Media, more than a game.
And as we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Ray Jays 19, the Divide County Maroons 13, as Avery Larson goes back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line. Ball's in play. Brought across by the Maroons, but it's wide and out of bounds. 20-13, the Jays are 5 points away from capturing this first set. As Avery Larson continues with the Tioga Ace Hardware ace. Great serve by Avery. Clips the net. Maroons keep it alive as Forcher brings it across. Off the net, Maddox Falk can't get it up high enough in the air. And that point goes to Divide County as the ball hits the floor on the Ray side of the court. 21-14. And there's a service error by the Divide County Maroons, Ava Costin. 22-14. The Ray Jays 3 points away from set number 1. Here's the ball on the deck, and there's another point for the Ray Jays as the ball unable to be returned by Divide County. There's Brindley Kincaid to the middle. Skylar Weirman tries to spike it, goes into the net, and it's set point for the Ray Jays as Brindley Kincaid tries to go back to server's row to close this out. There's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace by Brindley Kincaid, and the Ray Jays take set number 1 by a final score of 25-14. We'll take a intermission here, a Bank of Tioga intermission, and when we come back, it'll be time to recap set number 1 on our Bank of Tioga intermission, back after this 2-minute timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othione Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga, or visit their website at shopothione.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come back out of the Bank of Tioga halftime intermission, the Ray Jays with a 25-14 win in set number 1 to claim the first set. But the Maroons start out on a positive note, get the first point of set number 2 here as we get going here from Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. There's a serve kept alive by Brindley Kincaid. Falk runs it down. Here's a set on the outside to Fagerlund. Fagerlund spikes it into the net. 1-1 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard in set number 2. There is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace by Cadence Sargent. And just like that, the Jays capture the lead at 2-1. There's another nice serve, and there's the ball hitting the deck. There's a little bit of communication problem with the Divide County Maroons. Makes the score 3-1 in favor of the Ray Jays. The southpaw with another great serve for the Jays. Weirman brings it across. There's a Tioga Ace Hardware kill by Erica Kettleson. Ray J's now up 4-1 in your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Gives us a chance to thank one of our newest premier sponsors on Game Day Media. That's Montreal County Medical Center, located at 615 6th Street Southeast in Stanley, North Dakota. Montreal County Medical Center continues to provide quality health care to Montreal County since 1960. Visit their website at stanleyhealth.org. That's Montreal County Medical Center, as that point goes to the Ray Jays, and then there's a service error. So 5-2. The Maroons get the serve back. It'll be Skylar Weirman going back to the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Souris Valley Dental Group located in Minot, North Dakota, coming on board with Game Day Media. Dr. Jarek Henson over at Souris Valley Dental Group and all the providers over there. Billy Forcher puts it down for the Maroons, making the score 5-3. Again, Weirman goes back to server's row. Good serve. Falk brings it across for the Jays. Here's a bump set up front to Forcher. She pushes it across. On the outside, Falk goes for the kill, finds the opening on defense, puts it down for a point. 6-3. Jays on top over the Maroons. As Falk continues to serve for the Jays. There's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace by Maddox Falk. 7-3. Falk with another serve, and that's another Tioga Ace Hardware ace by Falk. She's starting to string them together here. Scored the last 3 points. Goes deep. There's another ace. Falk on a roll right now, and head coach Nicole Bertman needs to talk it over. We'll talk it over as well. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard here in set number 2. It's the Ray Jays 9, the Divide County Maroons 3. You're listening to District 16 Girls Volleyball on your leader in the Northwest, Game Day Media, back after this 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come back to Curt Hodenfield Court out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, Maddox Falk still at server's row, up by a score of 9-3. Here's a set over to Forcher as she pushes it across. Brindley Kincaid with a Tioga Ace Hardware kill. 10-3 right now. The Jays in total control of this set number 2. Falk continues to serve. Serve received by Fagerlund. Brought across by the Maroons. And here is the Ray Jays in the net. That ball goes back over to Divide County with the point. Maroons still down by 6 at 10-4 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. As head coach Nicole Bertman going to bring in number 3, Anna Ames, to serve for the Maroons. Good serve coming off the bench by Ames. Here's a set to Kettleson, and Kettleson unable to put it down for the Jays. The point goes for the Maroons, 10-5. Now here is a service error by Ames. The ball goes out of bounds on the serve, 11-5. The Jays hold the lead. Kettleson with the serve for the Ray Jays, and that is too deep. So the ball goes back over to Divide County off that service error. 11-6. On the Ray side, Brindley Kincaid with the roll. Brings it across, pushed across by Forcher. Brindley goes to the corner, that's good. Brindley Kincaid finding her stroke from the left side. She's a nice looking little player. She is a freshman, younger daughter of head coach Angie Kincaid. The Jays have doubled up the Maroons at 12-6. Forcher tries to put it down, but there's Brindley again. Now Brindley goes to the corner again. There's another one. Brindley finding some success deep. And just like that, Maddie Fagerlund is going to check in for head coach Nicole Bertman, replacing Anna Ames. Avery Larson continues to serve for the Jays. Brought across there by number 2. That is Madeline Nygaard with the big swing and the point for the Maroons, 13-7. As the libero goes back to serve. That is Ava Costin. As Maylee Kincaid tries to put it down from the middle, can't do it. Another point for the Maroons. As Costin goes back to server's row again. Down by 5, 13-8. On the outside, Caden Sargent brings it across. There's Fagerlund with the dig. Wehrman brings it across for the Maroons. Now back on the Ray side. Here's a set over to Brindley. Kincaid goes along the net. Kept alive by the Maroons. Falk with it. Sargent bumps it across with the fist. Nygaard for the Maroons brings it across. Brindley Nygaard there, but Wehrman tries to return it, goes into the net. That's a point for the Jays. 14-8 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. There's Brindley Kincaid. Back to serve, thanks. A little break in action gives us a chance to thank Roustabout Service and Insulating, located in Tioga, North Dakota, providing oil field insulating and construction since 1963. Maylee Kincaid with the big swing. No tip, that ball goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Maroons. Also want to thank Nesset Consulting Service, providing oil field consulting, drilling, production, and geology services since 1980. On the race side, Sargent brings it across, tries to find that donut hole. Maroons there to cover it up, and there's a kill by Skylar Wehrman. Tioga Ace Hardware's kill by the youngster from Divide County. The point goes to the Maroons at 14-10. They're still down by 4. There's a service error by the Maroons, giving the ball and the serve back to the Ray Jays. Up by 5, 15-10. Maylee Kincaid, a senior, serving for the Ray Jays. Wehrman brings it across, but there's Maylee digging it out. Up front, here's Falk. Tipped at the net, kept alive by the Maroons. Wehrman brings it across. There's Maddox Falk again as Caden Sargent spikes it into the net. That point goes to the Maroons, 15-11. The Maroons continue to serve. It's number 6, L.D. Johnson, serving. Kettleson goes to the back row with the ball, and here's a ball blocked at the net, lands on the Ray side. Another point for the Divide County Maroons. Divide County not going to go away without a fight. They're only down by 3. Up front, here's Kettleson. Has the ball go off the arms of number 16, Ava Costin, and out of bounds. That's a point for the Ray Jays. 16-12 as Caden Sargent goes back to serve. And she serves it into the net again, frustrated with herself. Easy point for the Maroons. She'll come out of the game as number 2, Elena Nelson, checks in for head coach Angie Kincaid. Wehrman with the serve for the Maroons. Off the net, played there by Falk, brought across, and Kettleson finds the campfire hole for the point for the Ray Jays. Maddox Falk serving now for the Jays, up by 4. There is a service error by Falk, can't get it down. 17-14. As Fagerlund goes back to serve for head coach Nicole Bertman's Divide County Maroons. Attempted to push it across, that's Brinley Kincaid. Puts it into the net, and that's a point for the Maroons. 17-15. Maylee Kincaid with the serve receive. Kettleson rolls it across. Forcher goes to the corner, but there's Maylee. From the outside, Brinley Kincaid goes up with it. Ray Jays need to catch up with it. Here's hit number 3 as Falk brings it across. The ball is out of bounds. Last touch by the Maroons. That point put on the board for the Ray Jays. 18-15. There's the serve. Brought across by Nygaard. Here is Avery Long with the kill, making it 19-15. 19-15, the Ray Jays out on top. Kettleson goes back to the server's row. Fought for at the net. Forcher retrieves it. Now Fagerlund brings it across. 2 girls hit the deck on the Maroon side of the floor. Maylee Kincaid goes with the kill attempt, but there's the Maroons digging it out. Falk goes to Larson. Blocked at the net. Nobody there for the Ray Jays. As the ball hits the deck, 19-16, that point goes to the Maroons. As number 8 checks in, that's Emma Landsberg checking in for Nicole Bertman's Divide County Maroons. Down by 3. Maylee Kincaid with the roll. Falk gonna have to play it off the net. Ray Jays can't do it. That point goes to the Maroons. Close scoring here in set number 2. The Ray Jays won 25-14 in set number 1. It's 19-17 here in set number 2 as the Ray Jays pick up that point. They're sitting at 20. The Maroons 17. There is a service error by Avery Larson. 20-18 as the serve goes into the net. Ava Costin goes back to serve, the libero, wearing a different colored jersey than the rest of her teammates, signifying that she is the libero. Here's Cadence Sargent bringing it across from the left side. Skylar Wehrman there for the Maroons. The set over to Sargent. This time she's playing the right side, and the Maroons can't catch up with it as Sargent puts another point on the board for the Ray Jays at 21-18. Nygaard brings it across with a big swing as Maylee Kincaid with the push. Again, Nygaard there for the Maroons. Maylee Kincaid brings it across for the Jays. Wehrman from the middle spikes it into the net. 22-18. The Jays out on top. Nygaard goes to the corner off the arms of Avery Larson. That point goes to the Maroons, 22-19. And no, we have a little stoppage in play here. And not sure what's happening, but gives us a chance to thank Tioga Parts Supply, your Napa dealer in Tioga, your local Napa know-how parts store located in Tioga on Main Street. Since 1965, visit Miles Rosencrans over there at Tioga Parts Supply, along with Terry and Lauren on Main Street, as that last serve put a point on the board for the Maroons. 22-20. And that time the service goes out of bounds. 23-20. Big service error by the Maroons, giving an easy point. And with that, Nicole Bertman wants to call a timeout. This timeout sponsored by St. Luke's Medical Center, located in Crosby, North Dakota, your complete healthcare provider, located at 702 First Street Southwest in Crosby. Call them at 701-965-6384 to schedule your appointment today with some of their great providers. We'll step aside, take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to District 16 Girls Volleyball on your leader in streaming broadcast services in Northwest North Dakota, GameDay Media.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center, great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As the action continues here from Curt Hodenfield Court, the Maroons find the campfire hole and put it down for a point. 23-21, good timeout by Nicole Bertman. As number 9, Aliyah Bailey checking in for Nicole Bertman's Divide County Maroons. There's a serve. There's a set by Falk on the outside. Kettleson tries to put it away, and she does with the Tioga Ace hardware kill. And it is set point for the Ray Jays. They're up 24-21. Caden Sargent goes back to serve for the Jays. There's a serve, it's in play. Here's a set up to Fagerlund. Fagerlund with the kill. Tioga Ace hardware kill by Maddie Fagerlund, 24-22. Again, the Jays with another set point here. Up by 2, 24-22. Here's Falk setting up Kettleson with the roll, punches it across. Fagerlund brings it across for the Maroons. Here's a set to the middle. Kettleson with the roll, tipped at the net. Weirman goes across with it. Well placed. Again, there is a block by Billy Forcher. And that point gets the Maroons within one, 24-23. And with that, there's a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, this time called by Ray head coach Angie Kincaid. Will take one as well. Again, you're listening to this District 16 girls volleyball action here on GameDay Media.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Well, while we were away, there was a service error by Skylar Weirman, and just like that, the Ray Jays take set number 2 by a final score of 25-23. We're going to take a 2-minute intermission, sponsored by the Bank of Tioga. When we come back, we'll recap set number 1, set number 2 on your Bank of Tioga intermission, back in 2 minutes.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga intermission, it was the Ray Jays taking set number 2, a close one, 25-23, to put that on top of a 25-14 win in set number 1 to take a commanding 2-0 lead here in this best-of-5 matchup. And as we start the game out here, I want to thank Tioga Drug and Soda Shop and also Northwest Therapy Services located in Ray, North Dakota. Northwest Therapy Services, your speech pathology provider with offices in Ray and Williston, North Dakota. Heidi Barman, great provider providing speech pathology services. Just underway here in set number 3. Got a battle going on as Kettleson goes to the corner and controls the first point for the Ray Jays at 1-0. Sargent serves again for the Ray Jays. This time Weirman with the Tioga A's hard work kill for the Maroons, 1-1. As the Maroons score the point. Elena Nelson checking in for the Ray Jays, replacing Sargent to play back row. Skylar Weirman, the freshman for the Maroons, with the serve. Kettleson goes to the corner. It's too deep. Maroons with a rare lead here tonight. They're up 2-1 here in set number 3. Trailing 2-0 right now. There's a serve. Maylee Kincaid picks it up. On the outside, Larson brings it across. Kept alive by the Maroons. Kettleson with the kill attempt. There are the Maroons bringing it back. Brinley Kincaid pushes it across for the Maroons. Quick set by Kettleson. Nice arms by Aliyah Bailey, keeping it alive for the Maroons. Larson goes to the corner. There's a Tioga A's hard work kill for the Ray Jays. They're up. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. Once again, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located on Main Street, your full-service drugstore and soda shop, meeting all your health care and refreshment needs. That's Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located on Main Street in Tioga. There's the Ray Jays finding the campfire hole, putting it down for a point. Excuse me, the Maroons. Maroons with the point, 3-2. They're up by 1 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. On the outside, Bailey Kincaid tries to bring it across. Kept alive by the Jays. Pushed over by Forcher. Bumped across by Larson. Now Nygaard goes to the back corner. but she's too deep with it, and that's a point for the Jays. 3-3. There's a misplay by the Maroons. Point goes to Ray. Otheon Boutique, located 1 block west on Main Street in Tioga, offering several lines of women's clothing, accessories, and permanent jewelry. Shop in person or online at shopotheon.com. Haley Alberts at Otheon Boutique. So Jays keep it alive. To the middle, Maylee Kincaid with the big swing goes off the arms of Ava Costin and out of bounds. And just like that, the Jays are up by 2 at 5-3. Teagan's Interiors, located in Crosby, a family-owned business that specializes in flooring, window treatments, and cabinetry. Located in Crosby, contact Nikita Swanson up at Teagan's Interiors in Crosby, North Dakota. Also owners of Henny's Coffee in Crosby. There's a big swing by Brinley Kincaid, and that's another point for the Ray Jays. Another Crosby sponsor, Frames by Ryan James, for all your custom handmade picture frames. Contact Frames by Ryan James in Crosby or find them on Facebook at Frames by Ryan James. It's a double hit by the Maroons, and just like that, the Ray Jays have spread out the lead to 4. Billy Forcher swings and hits it into the net. Things are falling off. Wheels are falling off, and Nicole Bertman recognizes it. She wants a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll take one as well. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Ray Jays 8, the Divide County Maroons 3. You're listening to Girls District 16 Volleyball on your streaming leader in the Northwest, GameDay Media, back after this 30-second timeout.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
As we come back here to Curt Hodenfield Court, again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson on our Game Day Media coverage of this District 16 girls volleyball action. The Jays have spread it out to a 5-point lead, 8-3, as Erica Kettleson continues to serve for the Jays. Forcher brings it across for the Maroons. Here's a set to the outside. Brinley Kincaid with the big swing. Picked up there by Costin in the back row. Now brought across by Bailey. And the Jays can't return it. That point goes to the Maroons. 8-4. Landsberg goes back to serve for the Maroons. Up front here is Falk bringing it across for the Jays. Forcher from the middle puts it down for the Divide County Maroons. Good timeout by Nicole Bertman, as Billy Forcher finds the hole on defense. Last 2 points have gone to the Maroons. Maylee Kincaid brings it across. Here's a set to the outside. Nygaard brings it across for the Maroons. The middle. Kincaid finds the opening along the far sideline. And the point goes to the Ray Jays. 9-5 as we have a turnover in action. Bingham and Construction, based in Ray, North Dakota. Bingham and Construction can help you with all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction projects. That's Bingham and Construction, located in Ray, North Dakota. That last point goes to the Ray Jays. They're up 10-5. Avery Larson with the serve. As the Jays have doubled up the Maroons here in set number 3. Brindley Kincaid off the arms of Maddie Fagerlund. That's another point for Ray. The Country Store, located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, something for everyone. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. The Country Store. Jarrett and Brenda Van Berkom, sponsors in from Powers Lake. Here's a kill attempt by Billy Forchers deep. And just like that, the Jays are up by a total of 7 as there's another substitution on the floor for the Maroons. Emma Landsverk checking in, replacing Emma Landsverk, or Brenna Landsverk, excuse me. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. Another point for the Ray Jays. Ray Jays in total control here in set number 3. Billy Forcher. Nygaard brings it across, finds the campfire hole as 3 players of the Ray side hit the deck. Can't come up with the bump. And that point goes to the Maroons, stops the scoring streak for the Ray Jays. Sargent brings it across with the big swing, but it's too deep. On the kill attempt, right idea, just got a little bit too heavy on the swing. Point for the Maroons. Maylee Kincaid goes wide with the kill attempt. And that's another point for Divide County. 13-8 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Fagerlund goes into the concession area, retrieves the volleyball. Costin serves. Brought across by Brindley Kincaid. Weirman keeps it alive, bumps it up to Nygaard, blocked at the net there by number 11, Cadence Sargent. 14-8. The Ray Jays with the lead. Gives us a chance to thank Brandy Larson Agency, LLC, located in Stanley, North Dakota. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance. That is Brandy Larson Agency, your Farmers Union agent located in Stanley, North Dakota. Call them at 701-628-1414 as the point goes to the Maroons. They'll tailor the exact coverage plan that you need at Brandy Larson Insurance. 701-628-1414 as that last point goes to the Ray Jays. 16-9. Kept alive by Brindley Kincaid. And too close to the net. Kettleson can't catch up with it. That point goes to the Maroons, 16-10. L.D. Johnson serving for the Maroons, puts it in play. Off the net, Kincaid brings it across for the Jays. Bailey now brings it across. And I believe they call Maddox Falk over the line for the Jays. That's a point for the Maroons, 16-11. Sargent for the Jays. Blocked at the net. Last touched out of bounds by Sargent, and just like that, the Maroons clawing their way back into this set number 3. They're down by 4 at 16-12. Fought for at the net. The Divide County Maroons called in the net. That breaks the scoring streak for the Maroons, gives a point to the Jays. 17-12 as Sargent goes back to server's row. That's the Souris Valley Dental Group service line located in Minot, North Dakota, and that's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. 18-12. Sargent's got a nice serve. A powerful serve. Brought across by the Maroons. From the middle, Kettleson goes for the kill attempt. Ball hits the deck on the Divide County side. 19-12. Again, we'll be broadcasting tomorrow night's football game in Tioga between the Tioga Pirates and the TGU Titans, as that service error gives a point to Divide County. Come out early. They'll start serving at 5:30. GameDay Media will be there. DA Land and LLC and DNL Paraffin sponsoring a free will donation tailgate party in Tioga tomorrow night, as that is a block point for the Maroons. 19-14. Here's a set to Kettleson. She lifts it across for the easy point. Nobody there in the front row. 20-14 as the Maroons fail to get to the cover. The Jays come up with the point. They're 5 points away from capturing the set and the match. Bailey brings it across. Dug out there by Maley Kincaid, brought across by Falk. Punched across by Billy Forcher. As the ball gets too close to the net, that point goes to the Maroons. 20-15. There's a big swing by Brinley Kincaid. 21-15. As the play continues, the ball hits the deck on the Ray side. 21-16. At the conclusion of this match, we'll have our Brad Johnson Insurance Company player of the game. 21-16. Maley Kincaid tries to hit it across, but Ray Jays come up with 4 hits. That point goes to the Maroons. 21-17. There's a point for Ray Jays, 22-17. And the Ray Jays are within 3 of claiming the match. Avery Larson goes back to serve. Brought across, but it's outside the boundaries, 23-17. With that, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. It's a St. Luke's Medical Center of Crosby timeout. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Jays 23, the Maroons 17. You're listening to District 16 girls volleyball action here on your leader in the Northwest. GameDay Media, back after this 30-second timeout.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
As we continue on here, Brevera Bank, proud supporter of Stanley Community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. That's Heath Hetzel and Brevera Bank over in Stanley. There's a serve by the Jays, brought across by Forcher. Brinley Kincaid finds the hole, and it's match point for the Ray Jays. They're up 24-17. The Porch, locally owned coffee shop in Ray, North Dakota, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone at The Porch. Match point for the Jays. Here's Brindley bringing it across, picked up there by Fagerlund. Punched across by Billy Forcher. Here's a back set to Caden Sargent. Blocked at the net, the ball hits the deck. And that is match point, 25-17. The Ray Jays claiming the match, 3-0. We're going to step aside, come back after this 3-minute timeout. We'll start our DNL Paraffin post-game show, and we'll name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this 3-minute timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
As we come back to our DNL Paraffin post-game show, I've got the winning head coach of the Ray Jays on the headset with me. That's Angie Kincaid. And Angie, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Your girls played pretty well. You know, you've got a lot of experiences. You've got a lot of players that can get to the ball and keep it from hitting the deck a lot, but a lot of great hustle by the Ray Jays tonight.
Yes, they did. They really worked hard, and like we talked about in the pregame, we have to play as a team. We are not one person. We are not one player. We are not one position, and we all have to do our job.
As I look at the scores, 25-14, you kind of set the tone for the entire match tonight with a pretty dominant win in set number one, but then the Divide County Maroons come back and kept on scratching away in set number two, and you won 25-23 as the service error on the last point of the game give you the victory. But then you kind of dominated set number three as well. It was a good match for the Ray Jays as you moved to 2-1 on the regular season.
Yeah, we got a little lax and started to relax a little too much in the second match or second set, and then we decided, hey, we got to take care of business, and our way of taking business is to attack, and that's what we need to do.
So when you take a timeout and you see that your team is getting a little lax and needs to have a little bit of a jolt, what do you say in the huddle?
Oh boy.
Can we repeat it on the air?
Yeah, I don't know if it's too exciting or anything, but mostly I tell the girls we got to have fun. Like, we're here to have fun. This is what we need to do. There's a difference between being silly and having fun, but do your thing, have fun, and then they usually kind of take over with some silliness. But
you could tell that Divide County is only returning a couple players from last year's team, and their inexperience was showing tonight. Nicole, Bertman on the other side of the floor tonight, she admits that they're not as strong as they were last year. But, you got to give them credit for battling. They didn't give up in the second set, give you everything you wanted in the third set. You're just a little bit stronger tonight.
Yeah, I think we got her beat on offense. That's where we can take her there. But they are not a team to be discounted. They are going to be a tough team come when we play them again. Unfortunately, it's only in a week, but there's not going to be much change in coaches. But by the time we get to districts, they're going to look different. Yeah, they're
going to be different. Every team, that's what you try to do, is to get better till you get to that postseason, right?
Right.
So that gives us a chance to talk to our Brad Johnson Insurance player of the game. That is Maylee Kincaid. You can step in here, Maylee, and we'll talk to you a little bit. Congratulations on being named our player of the game.
Thank you.
And so what's it like to play for your head coach and your mom?
It's really fun because it's not always about winning. It's about your team and what your team is doing.
Is there a lot of volleyball talked around the dinner table?
Yeah.
You're a volleyball family, no doubt. You get the opportunity to play with your younger sister. She had a nice game as well tonight. She's a pretty awesome player, upcoming player.
She really is.
Yeah, so
she didn't have a choice.
She didn't have a choice to
Big
play.
Big sister was bringing her in the gym as much as she could. Yeah.
Well, we want to congratulate you. We want to put a headset on you and get a few comments from you too on our being named our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. And congratulations to both you, Coach, and to you, Maylee, as you take down the Divide County Maroons in this District 16 matchup. And we'll continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game show after this timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
As we come back and continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game show, it was the Ray Jays defeating the Divide County Maroons by a score of 3-0, 25-14, 25-23, and 25-17 to capture a District 16 win here tonight. Gives us a chance to talk about what's going to be happening tomorrow on GameDay Media, as we have a little bit of a change in our scheduled broadcast. We're going to be over in Tioga tomorrow night as the TGU Titans take on the Tioga Pirates in Class 9B football. The Pirates looking for their first victory of the season. The Titans coming into that game with a 1-2 record. We want to remind everybody again about the great tailgate party that's going to be sponsored by DA Land LLC and DNL Paraffin. Going to put on a free will offering donation tailgate party tomorrow beginning at 5:30. So we look forward to participating in that, as well as bringing you game coverage of the Pirates versus the Titan. We'll go on the air at 6:30 with our pregame show, and we'll go live at 7 o'clock as Northwest Therapy Service kicks us off at 7 o'clock with the kickoff. Any final thoughts, David?
Yeah, it was a good game. Maylee Kincaid's a really good volleyball player. She hits really hard. She finds the open spots. Her team set her up really well. A lot of activity for these Ray Jays. Again, we kind of talked about it on Tuesday. I look for most likely Kenmare Kenmare, Tioga, and most likely Ray's going to be in there as a contender for a district champion as well. Maybe not as maybe a little bit more youthful for the Ray Jays, but nonetheless, they had a really good game tonight, come out with a 3-0 win, which is always nice. But again, Divide County lost a lot, I believe, last year. They're kind of on a rebounding, and they're just going to have to jump on the back of their seniors and ride it out.
Well, that concludes our broadcast tonight, as we want to thank our production crew tonight. On the camera, again, as usual, James Meyer, giving you all the scenes that we're able to see, along with Eli Clark running our board ops tonight. On behalf of David Peterson, my color analyst tonight, my name's Randy Peterson. Until tomorrow night, everybody, have a great evening. We'll sign off and go. See you tomorrow night.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Flag Family Media.